Hi everyone, Moonglow here, and today I'm going to talk about some folks who think that a Hyde oversight should come back. Now everybody wonder what was a Hyde oversight? Oh, it was the oversight that many lands Gaver lawmotes and even their Reich lawmotes or kingly lawmotes came up with starting from 2020 while to about 2021 while when the only way they thought that they could stop COVID was to everybody wear a hide. Now, did it work? I don't know. I can't tell you if wearing a hide stopped folks from giving the illness or if they had it from giving it to others. I don't know. All I know is when the shots finally became a thing, when the shots came out and God made the shots work, and then all the King League lawmotes and all the Gaver lawmotes and the Reich lawmotes of those lands said, you don't have to wear a hide anymore unless you want to. Well, there are still some folks in this world who I guess still believe that it should come back. Why? Because they'll say, because they'll say that Lucifer still makes the cold every year, that Lucifer makes new offshoots of the cold, new offshoots of COVID. But then folks will say there are shots for the cold illness, and there are shots for the COVID illness that Lucifer makes. So wearing a hide should be one of one's choosing. There's always going to be someone in this world that always thinks that folks should do things. Now, these aren't lawmakers, but they could be lawmakers, or they could be anyone who just has a belief how they think things should be. Like there are some folks in this world who thinks everyone should choose and gather right share near choosing. They do believe this. There are folks who believe that everyone should choose. But that never becomes a law, but there are folks who believe it should be, because some lands do have that law. And I guess there are still folks out there that think everybody should still wear a hide. Why? Who knows? But I could tell you something. I don't think a lot of folks are on board with it. You know, a lot of folks had to put up with the bullshit of wearing a hide, because it was a oversight. Now, I know in some Reich Nears, it was a lockable bind, meaning if you didn't follow the oversight, it could be seen as breaking the law and you'd be put in lockup. And other Reich Nears, well, they would just say, businesses would say, you can't come in here unless you got a hide on or whatever. The Gaver, yeah, I guess the Gaver came up with oversights over that thing too. But there are folks out there who think it should come back. Why? Who knows? They got their weird thoughts and beliefs over why they think it should come back. And I'm not here to shame or guilt or scathe anyone for those thoughts or beliefs, but to say if you want it to come back, well, good luck with that. If you want to wear a hide when you go out, that's your own business, that's your own free will, whatever. Do what you want to do. But don't go around and tell other folks that the hide oversight, the COVID hide oversight should come back because you like wearing a hide when you go out, so then you think everyone should do it. I don't know the thoughts, so why these folks think that. I guess there were folks who liked wearing their hides when they went out during COVID and whatever, and they still do it. That's their own business. Great for them. And I guess there's some folks that think if they liked it so much, they wish that oversight should come back. Why? Because are they worried about folks in their health? I don't know. But it's not going to be a thing. You might have folks that have flay, but I hardly doubt that Slay gets lawmotes into making it a thing again. So, anyway, it is what it is. I just want to give my thoughts on folks who think that the COVID hide wearing oversight that many Gaver and Kingly lawmotes came up with from 2020 2021, that many Reichscherneer lawmotes either made their own law over their own oversights, or they upholded the Gaver or Kingly oversights at the time. And how there are some folks in this world who believe it should come back. Why? I don't know. because I don't know what, because they're worried about Lucifer giving folks the cold or giving folks COVID. Well, if folks want to get the shot for the cold or the COVID, they can do that. If folks are worried about, folks who have the cold or have COVID and they want to wear a hide as for shielding their health, that's their own business. But don't ask the Gavin Reich and Sharon Near Law Motes to make it a thing again because you think it should be. You got to have a good grounds for it. And because you like how the hide looks around you isn't good enough grounds for it. All right, I'll see you all later. Moonglow out.